confidence improvement supplement. It works very simply. It does three main things. It's going to reduce your social anxiety, it's going to reduce your nervousness, and it's going to improve focus and give you some clarity in your head. The reason it does this is because these are usually the three main things that people who have low confidence deal with when they're trying to step out of their comfort zone, when they're trying to take the next step of getting their confidence up. You get a bad social anxiety when you're getting ready to go approach someone to make a friend or meet a girl or go into a party or go into a job interview, whatever the situation is. You'll get that social anxiety bad, and then you'll get bad nervousness. And both of these things lead to, after you make the approach and you begin the conversation, what happens is your mind gets cloudy, it gets foggy. If you have low confidence, you know what I'm talking about. It's almost like you're stumbling over your words. You can't think of what to say. I don't know, you're not thinking normal. So what Confizent does is it helps lower that social anxiety that you first experience. It helps lower that nervousness that you're going to feel. And it helps to improve that focus. And it does all of this by using just a handful of all natural herbs and minerals, all of which I'll list on the website, and I'll give a brief description of what each does and how they work together in synergy to make this happen. But you can also look it up online. I'm going to be real transparent with it. You can look up online what they do, and if you don't believe me, you can easily Google it. All the information's there. Hope this product helps you out. I know it helped me out. I originally made it for myself. The way this whole idea came about is 2 years ago. I was leaving to travel across the country while living in a van lifestyle with a bed in the back and a tapestry on the roof, like the full-blown hippie van type of a thing. And at the time, I really had no confidence, like very low confidence myself. All throughout high school, I wasn't very talkative at all. Like, I was very quiet in class. I didn't like having any attention on me. I didn't like talking to teachers even, anything like that. Anything that took some confidence, I didn't want to be involved in that situation. And I always had this idea in my head of a version of myself where I could just be me. I could just be me in front of other people and at a party or whatever it is. I always had this idea of myself, but I never was able to do it, to take that step to get there. So back to, I created this van, the whole van life camper van, I said, and I left home, which is Pennsylvania, and I was starting to drive across the country to move to LA. And I'm in Chicago, and I'm feeling lonely. Like, it's my first time really being away from home like that. And I'm there. I just knew I needed to meet someone, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna do it. Start approaching people. So went on YouTube and I'm watching all these videos of like how to approach girls, how to make friends, all these types of things. And I'm sure like as a lot of anyone with low confidence will do this type of research. Anyone who wants to get to a higher confidence. So I'm doing all that and I'm watching the videos, and I finally go out and try it. And I approach this girl. It was just the most awkward conversation. Like, I was stumbling over my words, couldn't think of what to say. I just sounded stupid. Like, she could tell I was so nervous, obviously. It just ended awkward, but I kept doing it and kept doing it. And as I kept going across the country, like, it came to the point where I was getting better at it, and I was feeling good. Like, I wasn't getting as nervous as I used to. And it still happens. It's still something I deal with, but the more you do it, the more you step out of that comfort zone, that's the only way you're going to get to that higher level of confidence, really.